Alrighty, so the first thing we have to do is make sure that we do our jobs. So yellow person, you're going to grab everyone a pencil. Green person, you're going to get everyone a pair of scissors. And then pink person, things are a little bit different today. We need to get everyone a piece of these black square papers. And then at the end of art, you're also going to be in charge of everybody's folders. So each person has their own folder now. Your names are on them. It's really important at the end of art that your papers, your black papers, get put into your folder, and so that we do not lose our stuff. As you're getting going, you're going to make sure you start drawing on each side of your paper. So as I'm drawing this shape, it's going up toward the middle, coming back on the same side of the paper. You can't stop and start on two different sides or it won't work. So some of the times actually I'm drawing more complicated shapes, and right now I'm just drawing an easy rectangle. Give myself a break when I'm cutting. Plus, actually the easy shapes are interesting. So I've done two sides, I've got two sides more to go. And again, kind of an organic, curvy shape. Now another one, coming back to the same side. Finishing it up, I don't have a whole lot of room, but I can squeeze a few more shapes in there. That center space is not huge. If you're finding that yours is too big, then you're going to want to make some shapes that are taller, that reach up into that middle. All right, so now it's time to cut. When you're working with scissors, they are just moving slowly. Your other hand is the turning hand. The sharpest part of your scissors is down toward the V. Yes, the pokey part is hurtful if you poke yourself, but really the sharpest part is right where that scissor is touching my paper right now. As I start, my turning hand is doing a lot of work. My scissors are just slowly opening and closing. Dropping my pieces into my folder. Don't let them drop on the floor. Do not let them drop on the floor. Later you'll have to just close it and everything's safe. Right now I'm breaking the rules. I'm using the tippy tip of my scissors because it was such a short piece. That's all I could do. Alright, now I'm getting into the hard part. So I warmed up with some easy shapes. Now, whoa, watch how much that paper is turning. The scissors, again, are pretty chill. They're just slowly opening and closing. But my other hand is almost like a driver with a steering wheel. It's just turning and turning and turning, going this direction, that direction. Again, I'm way up in that bottom part of those scissors, and sometimes I hit the pencil mark, and sometimes I miss it. I'm trying. It's not a big deal if you miss it, so don't stress out. We can always erase it later or just glue it so that you don't see it. So again, lots of turning. Be aware of where your fingertips are so you're not cutting your own fingers. And those pieces, again, will just drop right into the middle of your folder. Now, the reason we start with black paper is because we're trying to make sure that we have the difference between the light and the dark. That's what Notan actually means in Japanese. So we're going with black paper. When we get to the gluing part next art, you'll probably be able to choose a larger piece of paper. It'll be a light colored paper. That will be contrast with the black. So everything will really show up nicely. Oh, I'm almost done. Again, I'm cutting into the same side that I start. I have to exit. So if you enter a shape, it's got to exit on the same side. And snipping a few more. Maybe one more shape, or is it two more shapes? I'm almost there. Lots of driving, turning, getting those pieces finally cut out. Don't worry if you feel like it's starting to pull the wrong way. Just open your scissors up again. Get back into a position where you feel like your hand is not all twisted, weird, and your scissors are not barely running out of room. Okay, there we go. So all my pieces have fallen into my folder. That's my big piece. There it is. You can see I did not hit the pencil lines the whole time. Oh well. In fact, look, I just flipped it. Now you can't see it. Now I'm going to go ahead and follow the example of some of the other teachers that I've seen, and that's to kind of rebuild the puzzle. So if this was a puzzle, we're going to put everything back where it belonged. That's going to help you make sure that you have the right pieces, you haven't lost anything. Or some of those rectangles that I did, they look so similar. I'm afraid I'm going to glue them in the wrong spot. So if I put everything back in correctly, checking the angle, checking the side, there we go. Stick them back in there, Then it should be actually really easy to open the door or flip them out, or what else do we want to call it? Do the right thing. All right, so as I've got them, now I get to start turning them, and I get to see that symmetry. Remember, each little shape ends up with its own line of symmetry. It's the line down the middle that splits the dark from the light. Flip a few more. So fun. I love when you look at the shape and what you thought it looked like actually becomes like something else. Something you didn't even notice before. I'd be surprised if you get that far today, but if you do, awesome. Next art will definitely have some of the lighter paper for you to start gluing. So cool. I actually feel like it looks even more cool this direction. It's like the pieces just transform into other pieces. Oh, well, art must be over. So put all your little pieces in the middle at the end of art, put your bigger piece on top, close that folder, either hand your folder to your pink person, or you could probably do this yourself, or pink person, maybe you are the pink person. Make sure that your pieces do not fall out. You saw that. I picked up my folder and one was over on the corner. Make sure everybody's folder is in there nice and safe. The opening should be up above. Checking the table. Don't want to leave anything. Put all the other stuff away. And see y'all. All right. Be good, you guys.